Hi, welcome. My name is Jess, and I'm the Atomic Oracle. Today, we're going to be live streaming our podcast. Aurora Rising and I are going to be live streaming that here shortly. So I just wanted to go ahead and drop in and make a space. I feel like it's so important to designate a space for anything that we do, specifically our intentions. When you designate a space, you automatically form boundaries for that space. These boundaries and the way you choose to uphold them are what defines the experience that you have within this space. So I think that's really, really cool and really poetic, period. Today, I wanted to begin by dropping into our heart space. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to take some deep breaths. And when you inhale, I want you to feel your heart space expanding. Just feel this area of your body expanding. Want to inhale for about 5 counts and exhale for about 6. As you inhale into your heart, feel it expand. Feel the walls, feel the boundaries, feel the space of your heart. Feel the space that you are making within your heart to create. And just keep breathing. And as you breathe, notice that spark, that joy within your heart. And just let it continue to build. When you inhale, let it go deeper. And when you exhale, allow that force within your heart to expand. And what we're doing is creating this energetic container that is defined by what is within our heart, which is a really, really beautiful thing when you think about it. Now just keep breathing. Just keep breathing into your heart space and allowing it to expand. I'm going to do a little channel meditation. And trust me, I don't know where this is going any more than you do. And that's the beauty of it. I want you to keep breathing and imagine you are lost in the cosmos. Not lost in a scary, where's my mom type. You're lost on a sea of possibility, of creation. You're lost within your own capability. Now you see a star in the distance, and you're coming closer and closer to this star. It's closer and starts to zoom in, and it gets bigger. And as you make impact with the force of this star, there's a huge burst of white light. And within that white light is a blank canvas. What do you see? Allow it to form. Allow it to paint its own picture on this canvas. Immerse yourself in this vision. Walk through it. Reach your hand out and touch it. What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What's the air like? When you speak out loud, how does your voice resonate there? In front of you, there's a gate. You walk up to the gate, but it's locked. You're like, oh, I had the key. You reach in your pocket and you pull out the key. What does this key look like? Is it heavy? Is it a fob? It can even be like a bloop, like you get in, your apartment with. Is it a, is it a metal key? It can be made of wood. It can be anything. It doesn't have to just be your typical key. What does your key look like? You put your key near the gate, place your key in the keyhole. The gate pops open. In front of you is a path. What does this path look like? Is this path going uphill? Downhill? What's surrounding the path? There are mountains, is it a forest? The water. Start down the path. And you're walking and you're enjoying this beautiful path. And you crest a turn in the road on the path. And before you is a structure. What is the structure? Is it a hut? Is it a castle? Is it futuristic building? What's the structure? And as you walk toward this structure, how do you feel? Do you feel comforted, like you're coming home? Do you feel intimidated? Do you feel afraid? Whatever you feel, don't smush it down. Don't mash it back down. Let it rise. Let this feeling rise. And I want you to think about the first time you ever felt this feeling. How old were you? Where were you? What was happening? And at first, your may say, I don't know, but you know, I promise you, you know. So let it come forth. Let it come into your experience. Even if you're afraid and even if it hurts. Now, I want you to look back at this experience, the first time you felt this feeling. And I want you to think about how your life changed at that moment. Did it change for the better? Or did it cause you trauma in some sort of way? Ready? All right. So, the flash of light in a blank canvas was our highest possible timeline. That not necessarily the physical aspects of what you saw there or what you experienced there. Mine was a beautiful garden, right? So the way I felt in that garden is my highest possible timeline. That feeling of being surrounded by beauty and the luxury of the abundant blooms and foliage and the incredible sense of supportedness that I felt there. That is my highest timeline. Gate. The gate we walked up to is what you are perceiving is holding you back. So I want you to think about how that gate looked. Was it like a big, tall, scary, foreboding gate? Was it like a little gate you could have really just like sort of jumped over? And I feel like the key fob is significant for some people too. Like, is it an electronic gate? Is it just like a boop, opens right up if you have the right magnetic charge, right? The path we're walking on a path. So that path represents the path from your heart to your crown in achieving your highest timeline. So, in other words, if it was dark and shadowy and slightly foreboding, winding, if it went uphill, then you perceive that you have a great amount of difficulty trying to get to this highest goal that you're trying to reach. Um, the structure, the structure is how we perceive, how we think in our mind that this highest timeline is going to come about. So if you saw like a cute little cottage, then maybe you think that you need solitude or you need to be in seclusion to create this. If you saw a castle, then maybe you think that you have to be rich and famous before this is going to come about for you. Yeah, and that is about it.